Hello everybody, welcome back to the second round of the 2019 Ponca City Open. My name is Gabriel Down, I'm here with Bobby Cox.
How's it going, everyone?
This tournament once again is brought to you by Dynamic Discs, sponsored by Ponca City Dispensary and Juicy's Vapors. It is driven by Ducks, Iron Leaf, Basket Case Disc Golf, and 2-on-1 Disc Golf. This round so far we got Emerson Keith shooting super hot fire. He is 6 down through 9 holes, sitting at 14 under par for the tournament. Jesse Holt and Dutch Napier at 11 under par, and then we got Ben Wiggins at 9 down. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah. Hole 10, this is a par 3, 267 feet. This one is very, very tricky. The 2 is really not there unless you're aware of the local route, which is a big spike hyzer.
Oh yeah,
over the
top.
Yeah, there's a little gap there that you can hit, and
little is an understatement.
Yeah. Most of these guys are just going to be playing a safe shot up to the creek,
which is OB,
which does play OB. You can either try and get all the way over, or you can play it short and lay up for your 3.
And Ben just throwing a laser, and that's about 20 feet out.
Yeah, if that, actually. I think he was within 10.
Really?
He got a fortunate tree kick and ended up super close to the basket. He'll be tapping in for birdie.
Wow. And Emerson finding some little bad luck there, ended up in the creek, OB.
Yeah. Dutch. He'll have a layup from there. The layup is very tricky, but here we got the local himself, Jesse Holt, throwing that hyzer.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, puts it right inside the circle, about 25 feet. That is very well done.
Yeah, as you can see, nobody else is doing that.
Yeah. Dutch. As you can see, the upshot's just so tricky.
Yeah.
So many trees in the way.
Oh, going. Oh! This dude is insane right now.
Emerson with the money flick there.
No wobble at all. I dream of that someday.
That is 3 save of the tournament right there.
You should.
Hands down.
I don't know if you saw, but you got like a little grin on your face. You're just like, you dirty bird.
Yeah, you dirty dog.
Here's Dutch, I believe, for bogey.
That's for par.
Oh, it's for par?
Yeah, and he'll be tapping in the bogey from there. But Jesse had the advantage of the knowledge of the local route and just tapping in for the birdie there. Ben as well.
Yeah, more of a conventional birdie right there.
Yep. I mean, that's still rare to see on this hole. I think a birdie on this hole is a stroke on the field.
Yeah, it's up there.
For sure. Hole 11. This is a par 3, 291 feet. This is a really weird line. It kind of goes left and then comes back right and then goes back left, and the basket is tucked to the right. So,
well, zigzag.
The 2's not really in play here. You're really just laying up to that right turn halfway down the fairway, and then you're laying up again to take your 3. I believe only 2 people got a 2 here. It was Austin Hannum and
Shocker.
LG.
Shocker.
L Jizzle. Austin actually threw a overhand, which is mind-blowing.
Where?
Exactly.
Wait, like a low one or like a high one?
I don't know.
Because I don't see a high route.
Someone just told me the overhand.
That's insane.
And that he got a 2 on it, and there's literally, it's incomprehensible.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
I can't even picture the line.
Jesse, I think he just had a little bit too much turn on that disc, and it just kind of dumped right into that first tree.
Yeah.
But luckily, he's kind of stayed in the fairway.
Yeah. And Emerson getting it left just past that tree, and he's that's a decent layup shot.
Yeah, be a good spot for another forehand probably. We got Dutch. And that was working too.
Yeah, and that kicked way left. He's going to be in a really tough spot.
And yeah,
Jesse just
tried to play
that one off a little bit.
Play that flex shot a little bit on the right side, but didn't quite work out.
Yeah. And as you can see, Ben literally had no look to the basket, just forced to lay out in the fairway.
Oh, and look at this forehand roller.
That's money.
It slows down.
Just needs to slow down a little bit, catches that tree.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's going to have a nice little straddle for his 3 save. Or his bogey.
Yeah, it looks like Jesse did not stay in the fairway, but really good recovery shot.
Yeah. We'll be tapping in for bogey from there. Emerson. I was surprised to see him.
Skip shot, right?
Yeah. For the
forehand skip shot is what I was totally thinking, but
the Annie there.
He must have saw something that we didn't, so I respect the play.
I mean, he's only like
100 points better than us.
Yeah. And he's unable to save the par there. You got Dutch with the turbo putt.
Dutch keeps looking up. It's like, what leaf am I gonna hit? None of them, but
just a little bit too low from Dutch there.
Yeah, every time he was showing the turbo, I was looking for you to see if you had the slow-mo cam ready. But sometimes it was just too late and you're already gone to the next hole.
Yeah. It's kind of tricky.
No, it's very tricky. I totally get it. Yeah.
I'm like, I got to get to the next
one. Yeah, I'm not blaming you.
I want to get this shot.
Yeah, I just really wish you had, yeah.
Yeah. Jesse tapping in for the bogey here. Unfortunately, that'll move him back to 11 under par. Got Ben tapping in the bogey as well. That moves him to 9 under. Dutch tapping in the unfortunate bogey there. After a really nice second shot. And we are on hole 12. This is a par 3, 293 feet. This is a pretty tricky hole. I'd almost call it a par 4, just because like the shortest par 4 ever. Because it's so hard to get all the way to the basket. Off the tee, you're throwing either a forehand or a turnover shot to get yourself into position, really just a layup for the 3.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes best shot in the world to get all the way to the basket.
Yeah, these are the kind of holes that like make it so hard to go under par here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's literally just probably like 5 or 6 holes that just have such sharp teeth. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like every time I'm like about to start the round at this course, I'm like predicting, you know, I want to shoot about 4 down, 3 down, something like that.
Yeah.
It's never even close to that.
No. There's just so many trees to contend with.
So many.
So difficult.
But it's a really fun course, though. If you guys are ever in the area, check it out. And really check out all the courses in Ponca. It's a great disc golf city.
They're all right next to each other.
Yeah.
It's awesome. This one's literally not even a minute away from Lake Ponca.
You can see it from the previous course.
Yeah, you can definitely make a day out of it. Jesse throwing a little turnover flick, and
he's about pin high, I believe.
A little bit deep.
He's just right.
He'll have a circle's edge putt for his 3 save.
And Dutch again with the forehand out of the woods.
Oh, that is dirty.
It's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, and there's a lot of roots and like kind of awkward ground to deal with.
Well, he even had to fight through some branches too, and it still got down on a good angle.
Yeah, and that's really nice. Emerson lays up for the 3. Oh no, and Ben kicks into the bushes to the left of the basket there, and yeah, this is not a fun putt.
And he's still not out.
Still not out. He's only about a foot in front of him, honestly. Like, he's still got a difficult putt from here.
And he hits the ring and bounces out.
That's unfortunate to see. Jesse tapping in the bogey. I'll move him to 10 under par. Got Dutch with that clutch forehand roller. That's really such a clutch thing to have in your bag. If you're comfortable with that forehand roller in wooded courses like this, it just comes in handy. Like, it's
clutch Dutch.
It kind of makes the disc a lot skinnier, and it's just a nice thing to have. You know?
I agree.
Hole 13. This is a par 3, 387 feet.
Signature hole, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say this is one of the signature holes out here for sure. This is really just a bomb, low ceiling. You have to crush this.
It plays like 470 just because you have to keep it a foot off the ground.
Literally, like, the camera doesn't do justice of how low ceiling this hole is. Like, it is literally the tunnel shots of tunnel shots.
Yeah.
And
with the water about 10 feet behind the basket too.
You just have to throw a laser with a fairway driver that'll flip up straight and just hold that straight line all the way down to the basket. And Emerson, as you can see, just throwing it super low. Gets that counter skip, but that is just fine. That is actually a fantastic drive on this hole. He's only going to be about 45, 50 feet from there.
Yeah, that straight skip helped him out a ton. And I actually just like to go, I think Dutch is kind of doing the same thing that I do, just a mid-range or a putter, and just trying to get somewhere in the fairway.
Yeah.
I mean, you really don't need this too. It's awesome if you can get it, but there's going to be people during this tournament that are getting 4s, 5s, and 6s for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So a 3 is basically a birdie out here.
Yeah.
Been keeping his nice and low, and that's fine as well.
He's
About
in the dead center fairway.
probably like 80
fine.
short, but that's fine.
Jesse, that's a little sawed off, and he's going to have some work still left for his par.
I'm really impressed. Everyone is in a really good spot off this drive.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising.
I was very surprised to not see anybody kick into the woods.
Dutch just laying that up. He didn't want any part of that.
Ben, he threw that just a little bit too low. I think he was scared of that OB behind the basket. This is Emerson from about 45. Oh, yeah. That is a great putt from Emerson.
He's got his girlfriend recording him too.
Yep.
Good timing there.
He's trying to make some moves here.
He's been making moves.
Yeah.
There's Ben for his par save.
Just a little bit left there.
Yeah, it's so hard to commit to that putt.
Yeah. Jesse hits cage. We'll be tapping in for the bogey, unfortunately. And Ben makes good for the bogey. Good save there. Jesse tapping in the bogey as well.
Yeah, and Ben's just really not having a good beginning to this back nine with that triple bogey and then a bogey here.
Yeah, I mean, this back nine's, it's so much harder than that front nine. It's ridiculous. Hole 14, this is a par 4, 440 feet, or 44 feet. This is arguably one of the hardest par 4s
on the planet?
In Oklahoma,
okay.
Maybe on the planet.
Okay.
Because there is so many trees here.
This is what I was talking about on that front nine, where there are a couple holes that are unfair. This is one of them.
Yeah. You're really just throwing a turnover or a forehand to get yourself into position to give yourself a decent look for your second shot. But there's just so many trees on this hole that, I mean, really any spot is so hard.
And then we got this tree that's like, you know, horizontal, and
right,
you got to go either over it or under it. I think under it's the best way to go, but Dutch is just saying, screw it, I'm going to get on knee and get past this thing.
And Dutch just turns that one over.
Yeah, I think it was, since he was on knee, he was trying to get a little bit extra power and just kind of turn the wrist a little bit.
Yeah. This is Jesse throwing it under the tree and still catches a tree. I mean, that's like this hole. You're bound to hit at least 2 trees on this hole.
Yeah.
And Ben just kicking that tree.
And that's, I mean, this
straight left.
This is just the beginning of this hole. I mean, there's a lot of room to go. Wow. And I think if you play on the right side, it's a little bit easier. But, I mean, obviously, there's still no really good spot to be.
Yeah. This has been from a really tough spot. I mean, really any spot on this hole, even in the fairway, is a tough spot. But that's one of the more tougher spots for sure on that left side.
Yeah, well, and he kind of kicked backwards, too. So he really didn't get any distance at all.
Yeah, and Dutch trying to throw a forehand roller out there, and he's going to be right there next to Emerson. We got Jesse still catching that tree and
that
stays
was
in bounds.
That was swimming with the fishies if that didn't hit that last tree.
Yeah, that was. And he's actually got a putt for his 3. It's a long look, but I mean, a 4 on this hole is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
like that's they almost should
bonus par.
They almost should make this a par 5, even though it's only 444 feet. There is just so much in the way, and it requires you to be so accurate that. I mean, it's a hard par 4.
Yeah, I think par 4 is the right play. It's like I said, it's just a tough one.
Yeah.
And Ben just wants to go to the next hole right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these guys do.
Yeah. Josh with a nice upshot though.
Yeah, he'll be tapping in for the 5, I believe.
Yeah, I don't even know. I lost track of all of them.
Yeah. I did when I was doing the cam. I was just like, what are these guys even throwing?
Is that for a 7? Is that for an 8? I mean,
yeah.
I'm surprised Emerson didn't drain that from like 100.
Yeah, he was trying to save the 4 there.
Oh, man.
Just not quite enough on that putt, but he'll be tapping in for the bogey. Or the par, sorry.
Emerson with, I believe, the first bogey of the round for him, right?
Yeah, it is.
Which is just insane.
Yeah, that's...
There's so many, like, just small things that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, out of your control, too.
Yep. Ben taking the double there. Really unfortunate. That'll move him to 3 under par. We got Jesse taking the lone par of the group, which is fantastic once again. Dutch tapping in for bogey as well. And we are on to hole 15. This is a par 3, 300 feet. This one's really similar to hole 3, I'd say. It's just about double the distance. You're wanting to throw a flex forehand with maybe like an overstable fairway driver.
Yeah, like a Firebird or something.
Yeah. There is also a kind of flip up to flat mid-range shot on that right side as well. This hole's just really touchy. Ooh.
And I almost touched your face.
That was inches from taking my nose off.
Yeah, if you guys could have like seen the way he dodged that, it almost looked like not human. Because it's just like his torso, just like it moves so much, like a rubber band. I don't know, it was crazy.
I am Neo.
Nah, don't be getting cocky now.
I chose the red pill. And Dutch just throwing that way too high. He's going to be in the center of the fairway, though. He'll have a pretty easy upshot for his 3 save.
Yeah, and even if you do like get past like this initial, I guess it's kind of a gap. If you're like on the right side down by the basket, you still have like a wall of trees you got to dodge. So being on the left side is like crucial.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Ben with a super fortunate tree kick there. He is right under the basket. He'll be tapping in for his 2. Good way to come back after that double.
This looks a little hot. Okay, got stopped.
Yeah, and he'll have a look for his 3 save. This is a tricky putt for Emerson because he likes to play that right side hyzer putt, and he's kind of forced to that straighter borderline Annie putt. And
good run though.
Yeah, puts it a little bit too low. And Jesse with some branches in the way.
That's one of those branches that you don't even see stepping up to it.
Dutch with a nice par save, though. He'll stay at 8 under par. And Jesse with a nice par save as well. Unfortunate after that drive for sure. He definitely wanted the 2. And Emerson making good for the par as well. He'll stay at 13 under. Ben with lone birdie.
Yeah.
Hole 16, this is a par 4, the second par 4 on the course. This is 482 feet. There's a little bit of a skinny gap off the tee, but pretty open once you get past that. Most of these guys are going to be throwing a hyzer. You can afford to take a little bit of flip up on it, but not too much because there is a lot of rough on that right side. And then the basket is going to be all the way down here, tucked to the right, about, I'd say, 80 feet. Tucked into this rough on the right here. So you want to play that left side so you can have a turnover or a flick forehand there.
Yeah, and like with the drive, you're talking about the flip up, you really just need like the absolute perfect amount of flip up. So because if you end up left on that rough, you're looking at a 5.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or a
That's
4.
true.
You know, so you really got to have the perfect amount of flip up and just really try to land this fairway down right there. That's the perfect spot right there.
Yeah, and that's a fortunate tree kick there.
That's very fortunate.
Because he was going to be in a nasty spot.
Yeah. I'd almost say just ripping a mid-range is probably your best bet of, staying in the fairway.
Yeah. And Emerson keeping this one a little bit lower, but he slides up and he's going to be not too far into the rough. He'll have a pretty easy upshot from there, actually.
Yeah, he might be able to straddle out and just throw a forehand.
Yeah. And Dutch just getting that tad bit of too much flip up, and he's going to be in the rough there on the right.
Ben really just playing the left side of that green,
Yeah,
trying
he's
to just find a
par.
putt. Yeah. I mean, if you get greedy there and try to throw like a flex forehand, trying to get all the way down to the basket, I mean,
you can end up in some nasty places.
Absolutely.
Smart golf.
And this is actually a good play, playing that little high gap. Unfortunately, he hit some branches and dropped down, but
yeah, he's going to be in those bushes there.
There's a little gap up there that you can hit.
And Emerson and Jesse got way down the fairway. They're about 450, 460 down the fairway, and just simple little mid-range upshots here.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Jesse will be tapping in the birdie along with Emerson. This is going to be Ben for the 3. Oh, just barely misses that right side.
Yeah, he needed that badly.
Yep. Dutch is in jail here.
The 3rd forehand roller of the round.
Yeah.
And that's a success.
Yeah.
They've all been money.
That's totally fine.
Good par save.
Yep.
Oh, bogey. That's
bogey,
right.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
And that'll move him to 7 under par. Got Emerson tapping in the birdie here. That'll move him to 14 under par. We got Jesse tapping in the birdie as well. This is going to move him to 10 under par.
Yeah, Jesse's trying to stay in it.
Yep.
It's hard whenever Emerson's just showing no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, exactly. Ben tapping in the par. Hole 17, this is a par 3, 246 feet. Kind of similar to hole 13, that long tunnel shot that we had earlier. Not quite as low ceiling as that one, but you have a little bit more trees in the fairway to deal with here. Most of these guys are going to be throwing a flip-up mid-range straight shot or a forehand just to get all the way down there. This one's pretty tough.
Yeah, it's insanely tough. And if you do, miss left or right, you're looking at a bogey for sure.
Yeah. And Jesse kept that one nice and low.
That was beautiful.
That's great. Emerson opting for the forehand here.
Whoa.
And it looks like he got too much turn on that. He'll be on that left side. He'll be laying up for 3 from there. This is Ben. Throwing something nice and straight. Turns a little bit, and he's going to have a long putt for his 2.
Oh, no.
Emerson is going to be...
Oh, he's close enough to make the putt, though.
Yeah, it's an Emerson range for sure. Ben just a little bit short. This is Emerson for the 3 save. Oh, yeah.
He's just playing so clean. Like, he's turning his mess-ups right back into,
Par
solid
saves.
scores. Yeah.
Yeah. He's been in some difficult spots and had some great par saves.
He just, doesn't get rattled. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why he's in the lead. Jesse with a really nice birdie there. That'll move him to 11 under par. Got Dutch tapping in the birdie as well. That'll move him to 8. And this is Ben for par. I believe we missed his putt. That'll keep him at 4 under par. And we are on to hole 18, last hole of the round. This is a par 3, 357 feet. As you can see, just carrying on the trend of this course, there's a lot of trees in the fairway. You really just want to throw a flip-up forehand or a turnover shot. It's so hard to get all the way to the basket because you have this OB creek right before the basket. So you literally have to hit the perfect turnover line to get all the way there. Most of these guys are going to be laying up to right before the creek.
Yeah, I'll say you got to make a decision before you step up and throw, because you can easily get greedy and try to run it, but it can bite you in the butt real quick.
And being bit in the butt is an understatement because there's some danger on this hole.
Luckily, there's no water in there right now, so you will get your disc back.
Yeah. Emerson opting for the forehand.
I think he's going for it. He's throwing this pretty hard.
I think he was.
Yeah, I think so too.
He just barely caught that tree on the left, and he'll have a pretty clean up shot from there to save his 3. Here we got Ben. Looks like he's opting for that turnover shot, and he has just sawed that one off a little bit.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to go right of that tree, not left.
Yeah.
Emerson's in a really, really tricky spot here.
Yeah. Yeah, he just barely catches that tree. He's going to have to lay up for a bogey from there.
Yeah. Really?
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
And
surprising.
Catching the tree right there. And that's another difficult part about the upshot is there's that bush that kind of hangs over the creek. So you kind of have to keep that in mind.
I need you to do it.
And Ben just pitching straight out to give himself a look.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, man.
Just barely catches the number there. He'll be tapping in for the bogey.
Oh, this is the money distance for the old Flying Dutchman.
Yep.
And it just gets totally rejected. I was
that
was so
overhang
anticlimactic
pitch.
for me, at least, because
Right.
I was expecting that to just go right in the middle of the chains.
Right.
And then that happened.
Yeah.
Here's Emerson for
Three.
3. He's went a little bit deep. He should have that comebacker, though.
Yep.
Here's for the 4 save. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a really nice 4 save from Dutch there.
A little bit amp side, but it was starting to come down, so it's stuck in the cage.
And he will be finishing at 7 under par for the round. And Jesse just a little bit right side. That's unfortunate. He is going to be tapping in a 5, I believe.
I thought I was dying.
No bueno.
No bueno. And this is going to be Emerson
To the bogey.
Save the bogey. Finish at 13 under par. And he does.
Yeah, 5 down for the round. Really
Yeah, 40.
struggled on my back 9, but the
Yeah.
front 9 was just insanity.
Yep.
And 5 down is still incredibly good out here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You wouldn't think so because the average hole is like 100 feet, but
Right. All right. Well, that is going to conclude the second round coverage of the Ponca City Open. Austin Hannum making his way back to the lead card, shooting a 48 out here at Bois D'Arc.
1065 rated round.
That is absolutely unfathomable for me. Like, I
think for
can't
everybody.
I can't even picture that.
Yeah.
But he is tied for the lead with Emerson at 13 under par going into this final round. And then we have 5 guys tied for second place. But next round, we'll have Andrew Marweed and Coda Hatfield on the card.
Very excited about that.
Yeah, should be an awesome round to watch, and be sure to tune in.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys for the final round.